So then I'm going to put this on the screen for you guys to paint. And you'll notice that the colors you get are going to be much better than the colors from my printers. So this is how I would get this baby going, started. And I'm going to do a pretty fast demo, so there's plenty of time for you guys to paint. And so I want to get these proportions right. Now, something's interesting here. Okay, take a look at this for a second before I start sketching. Notice that she's walking towards me. Her face is looking that direction. But notice the angle of her shoulders, right? Then notice the angle of the hips. So when your shoulders go this way, your hips go the other way. And when you walk, you're kind of almost walking like this, with the hips going one way and the shoulders going the other. Also, notice that she's not straight up and down. When you walk, what you're really doing when you walk is falling forward over and over and over again. You know what I mean? That's what walking is. And you catch yourself and fall forward and fall forward and fall. That's really what you're doing. And it's more elegant than that, but it's essentially what's happening. So notice how she's leaning forward and she has 1 foot off the ground. That's you want to notice those things. Yep. So here we go. So here's her head. Don't make the heads too big. We tend to make heads too big. So let's try not to do that. And I'm speaking to myself when I say that.
You're big-headed.
What's that?
You're big-headed.
You're saying I have a big head. Is that what you're trying to say? All right, fine.
The fact that her right foot is up shows that her right shoulder is down.
So it kind of goes this way. Her right shoulder's down. Yep.
Yeah, just slightly, because her right foot is up. It's not holding her up. It's the way I walk.
And then she comes down this way, and then this drops down this way. Here's the sleeve. Here's her body and the 2 things. Here's her purse right here on her hip. Then this shape, this negative shape right here comes just like this, comes down like this. And where's that hand in relationship to the bag? Right about here. So that sleeve has to be up higher. Maybe the hand down a little bit lower. And then this over here comes that way. Here's the strap coming up over her shoulder. Here's the other hand holding on to that strap. She's got something swung over her arm, a coat, I'm guessing. And the fabric comes out the bottom here. And then this shape comes all the way down to here. And then this is where her knee comes out. If that comes there, this is where her leg comes out and comes down here. And she's leaning forward, and it's got this coming this way. And then this is the foot down here. And it's off the ground. The shadow is going to be, there's going to be a gap between the foot and the shadow. It's off the ground. And then the other side, that foot is on the ground right here. And then this comes out like this and then like that. This head's just a little too big for this figure, so I'm going to make it just slightly smaller. Those glasses are too large. They're like Gucci's. They're like Gucci's. We've got to make them a little smaller. This comes out this way. Here's the forehead here. Here's the nose right here, just smaller. And then here's the head coming this way with a little bit. She's got a bun in, or bow in there or something like that.
She has
It's just suggested.
Bandana.
Bandana.
babushka.
Right in the back.
Babushka. Absolutely, babushka. Okay. All right. So there's the sketch. And now we are ready for the, I think this comes in too far over here.
Very
Now,
good sketch for short term.
say it again.
It's a very good sketch
Oh.
for a short
Well, thank you. Thank you very much.
5-minute thing.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Then we're going to start in interesting palette over here. I'm going to move pretty fast, you guys, but interesting palette over here. This is burnt sienna, and there's a little bit of, I'm going to use just a hint of pyro red in there. Woo, where red comes off. And there's a little bit of yellow ochre in there. And here comes the lighter part of the face over here. There's a highlight on her cheek right there that I'll soften. And then this color comes all the way down. This is her ear.
I would be so afraid to do that.
Well,
Yeah.
dig in, have fun. I mean, it's not, you're not going to hurt anything. You know, just have fun with it. And then this is going to come up to her cheek right here. And I get her nose in right here. And that's the glasses, and then inside the glasses, and then it comes up like this, and then like that. So this is the start of her face right here. Here's my paper towel. I'm going to just lift the edges of the highlight on the cheek right there. I'm going to just refine that shape of that nose just a little bit. Try to get the feeling of it right there. And then we're going to soften this up at the top as it comes to the top right here. And then this line actually goes back that way. We've got, and it's a little hard for you to see because it's a little hard for me to see on the screen, but there's a little bit of orange on the forehead right here. There's a little bit of, and then the blue, the hair, first they made it kind of bluish, and it works for whatever reason, but it works. So here comes that blue is coming this way for the hair. And then it comes along the back here, and then it's even a little bit darker, and comes back here. There's a nice dark right here, and I can darken that up near the end so that it doesn't get too dark too fast. And then there's a little bit of teal right here. It's, I think, the ribbon to match the teal that's in the hem of the dress. So, and then once it has a chance to dry a little bit, I'll put the glasses in, but they'll just dissolve right now. And I got to make the ear a little darker, a couple things in the face a little darker, but let's keep moving. So this is I'm switching to a number 4, and I'm going to go with some cerulean blue mixed with some cobalt. And you're going to have much richer colors to work with. This is just the print from my computer, but here comes this sort of it's more of a cobalt. So here comes that lighter cobalt right here. See a little bit on the arm over here. And it comes down to about there, and along the sleeve here. And then I'm going to touch some just clear water to the sledge and just let the shoulder dissolve into the paper here. Just let it dissolve into, because they've done it and it works on theirs, why not? And then I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. And then we've got this coat or jacket they're wearing. It's got a little bit of teal in it, blue, teal, gray kind of, at least in my version of it. And it comes this way. And there's something on it right there, a line there, and then it comes around to the other side, to the back here, where it comes down this way, and then it comes down this way. And then I'm going to let this blue come down, but I'm going to have to put the shadows in after it's had a chance to dry just a little bit. I'm going to do the handbag right now. I see it's an ochre, mostly an ochre with a touch of burnt sienna in it. And here's that. And I've got to put a shadow on that. I'm going to get all the lighter stuff in first. Here comes the hands. I'm going to switch back to the smaller, or the arms, the smaller brush. A great color for white people's skin tone is ochre, and alizarin crimson is a great place to start. And then you can adjust it from there, but it's really very close to what this person has done. That's too yellow. A little bit more pink in there. There we go. And then that comes down, and there's the the thumb coming down and the hand bending around. And then we've got this hand a little bit, how are we doing on time? Good. And then there's this hand's right here. There's the lightest part of that hand, and then a couple of knuckles light up. And then this is the lighter colors. We're going to be going in with the darker colors in just a minute. And then the dress down here is got this lovely purple over here, comes this way, and then comes down this way. And then we've got a lighter blue that starts here and comes down this way. Go a little darker on that. And that comes down this way, and then comes like this as the wind blows the skirt, I suppose. And then that's going to wrap around that way. Good. And then it's got this lovely teal on here that kind of comes this way and then comes up this way and wraps around and comes all the way to the edge over there. And then we've got the legs that come down this way. Here, here, here. Oh, I made, that's not fair. I made her ankles too wide. And then a bit more like this.
The picture went off.
And then a little bit here.
Can't see your, there you go.
Pardon me?
Well, we couldn't see the picture for a minute, or I couldn't anyway.
Well, it just disappeared?
Yeah, but you're back.
Okay, all right. That's the important thing.
Yeah.
Is that I'm back. And then this comes down. Here's the shadow on that foot. And again, it's not going to touch the ground. All right, now here comes the darker stuff. We're going to start at the top. So in the hair, for example, I see sort of almost a gray right here. And it comes down behind the neck there. And then the ear goes a little bit darker right here. It's in shadow over there. I'm going to soften that just a little bit. And then there's this brown. And I'm just going to use a burnt umber with a little bit of Payne's granite. And that's going to be the eye, which I can see right here. And then there's the eye right there. And then there's the glasses. Or maybe a hint of the glass frame right there. And then there's this wonderful shadow on her face. Purple, burnt sienna, and it's going to come down sort of down here, and the shadow wraps all the way around that edge and comes down and just turns into a shape over here and comes all the way down to here. And then we're going to take some water and we're going to soften this and let that come all the way down to there. We're going to put a little bit more orange, just a touch more color, orange and maybe ochre, just over in this part here. And let that all just come down. I'm going to put in a suggestion of her mouth after this has a chance to go.
Let me mute.
And that's coming that way. And then here comes the blue shadows on the dress. And again, I'm using cobalt blue. It seems to be the right blue for this. And here this comes. So this comes down like this. I'm going to add a little bit of cerulean to it just to take it down a notch. And then maybe a hint of Payne's gray here. That's better. There we go. Yeah, I like that better. Goes around that way. And then there's a hint of a thing there. And then we have a couple hints of folds over here.
Fred, sorry to interrupt, but Candy lost her internet connection and needs you to let her in again.
Ah, thank you for that.
Sorry.
I'm looking down. I wasn't looking up. No, I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Are you in, Candy?
She will be momentarily.
Okay.
Yep.
Sorry to bother you.
Oh no, it's fine. If when that happens, please let me know.
Thank you, Fred. I'm sorry we lost
Not
our
a problem. Not a problem.
Oh, you're doing such a good job.
Wow,
Ooh,
that is great.
yes.
Well, I am very glad you're back. Nobody was saying anything.
We were awestruck.
I certainly hope you don't
Oh, we lost her again. Gosh, now the rest of you have the responsibility of saying nice things.
So how many times did you practice before you did that, Fred?
This one,
Yeah.
I just did it in this morning's class. Was the first time I did.
Oh, that's pretty good.
So what size brush are you using?
This is a number 4, a 6. This is a 6. This is a 4.
Okay.
These are the only 2 brushes I'm using.
The skin is a real mystery to me, how you do the skin.
The skin is just it's just the Elysian Crimson and Yellow Ochre will get you really close right away.
Okay, alizarin. I don't even know if I have.
Elysian Crimson is just a little bit more of a dark purplish red. A little, it's not as bright.
And
as
yellow will make a skin color?
Mhm.
Yeah, Yellow Ochre, right?
I don't think I have those, so I'll try. I'll look.
Well, you whatever you got that's close. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
It'll be a different ethnicity.
But that's fine too.
Colors of the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, colors of the world.
Those people come in a lot of different colors.
Well, Nora has a set of crayons and a set of markers that are called colors of the world, and that's what they are. There are a whole about 20 different skin colors.
Beautiful. Love it.
Oh, could I mix pastel? Because I might have a pastel that would work.
That's called cheating.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yeah.
No, not really. But let's try to do it in watercolor.
Okay.
I'm just joking.
Because sometimes you say pastel and watercolor are okay.
That is sometimes used together, but let's try it. Let's try it in watercolor and see how it goes. Putting a little darker on the arm right here, a little bit on the hand right there. Here comes the shadows on the handbag.
I like the shadow on the skirt you created.
Nice.
It's more pronounced than the picture.
Love it. There's even a little bit of a thing there, a little bit of thing there. And then this comes down, and then the shadow on the hand right here. And then shadow, I've already got these shadows down here. I could push them a little harder, but let's keep going. And then there's sort of a suggestion of the strapping on the sandals. And yeah, we're doing the quick version of it. And then I'm gonna do just a shadow down at the bottom here with this is kind of a blue gray right here.
And the skirt needs a little more detail there, the blue.
I'm sorry, say it again.
The skirt needs a little more blue on the detail on the skirt.
A little more blue on the skirt.
Yeah,
I think we're gonna call it good for now, but maybe that's very possible. But we're gonna just keep
it would
moving.
help.
Well, we got to give you guys time to paint. And then look at what happens around her. I'm going to use a large brush now. I'm just going to grab my 10. And in a few places, there's some you'll see it better on yours, but there's some subtle washes back here
Really?
that kind of create an environment for her to walk through. So it's there. There's a little bit of blue right here and on her shoulder here. And I got the one up here. And maybe there's just a hint of orange or pink over here kind of thing. I'm exhausted. That's it.
You said time.
Now let's see where I didn't get it right. So look at
Well, at least her fingers work.
she's definitely more bent over to the left. You know, mine's a little more upright. The top of her head looks like it needs some color, like she's bald up there. So I'm gonna add a little bit up here. And that seemed to help a little bit.
A little more on the bottom of her skirt.
Yeah, that detail on the bottom of the skirt would help.
That dark blue around the, yeah.
You know what? It bled when I put it in there, but you're absolutely right. It wanted that.
There you go.
And then we're going to call that good, guys. Are you ready to give this a try?
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
I'm done.
I'm going to stop record.